Alright, in this video we've got Zeus's pet party house. And Zeus has been through the Spreadsheets class here, and he knows all about all kinds of cool formulas and neat and useful Excel tricks. But he's gotten to the point where he's made this spreadsheet for his human resources department, and they keep messing it up. So he wants to protect his work and make sure that the users of this spreadsheet don't put in invalid values that can break some of his formulas. So what do we have in here? We've got some names, social security numbers, tax filing status, number of allowances on their tax form, insurance plan, pay rate per hour, overtime rate, hours worked, gross pay, all kinds of other stuff. So we've got this tax status here, and it's supposed to be either single or married. And we have some other values in here, and I want to set up a rule that only lets good values into these cells. So I don't want the user to even have the ability to put in anything other than single or married. This is called data validation. So if I come up here to the data tab and then come over here to data validation, by default everything in your spreadsheet allows any value into any cell. But instead of that, I want a list of things. And I could either just type in single, comma, married, and that would work. Or if I would rather, just highlight these two cells, and then anything other than what those two cells is not allowed. Next, we want to put an input message. And hey, select one of these two valid values. And then finally, what kind of error alert do you want if they type in something wrong? There's stop, there's warning, and there's information. And I'll show you all three of these, but the most common one is stop. It's like, hey, don't do this. It's like, whoa. How do I spell whoa? Whoa. Dude. Dudette? I don't know. We'll leave it like that. Select one of those two values like I told you to. Dummy. Trying to trigger people. Hit OK. So now when you select a cell, there's your message. Hey, select on of these two valid values. Nice spelling, Ken. Go back, fix that. Select one of those two valid values. Oh, input message. Select one of those two valid values. Okay, so now when you select it, you get that pop-up message. But we've got some bad values in here. Excel will actually show you what the bad values are. If you come over here and select the circle invalid data, it tells you what all values don't follow the rule that you created. Now, is that a big deal for these 10 cells? No, probably not. But if you had 10,000 employees, that's a handy tool to have around. So then I can come in here and say S, they probably meant single. And married, oh, they just misspelled married. Divorced, that's not a choice on a tax form. We'll choose single. They're still circled, but if we come back and say, hey, do that, that works. What happens if they put in a wrong value? I put a Q in here, and you get this error message. Whoa, dude. Retry. Select one of the two values like I told you to, dummy. Retry, cancel, or help. So let me retry. Take that out. Select that. And we're good. Another choice we have is to select a range of values. So here for allowances, I want numbers between 0 and 10. Looks like I have a -1 and a 25. So highlight that range of cells, go to data validation, settings. Instead of any value, I want a whole number, not a decimal, between, I don't know, 0 and 10. And input message, yo, please put in a number between 0 and 10. Yo, please follow directions. I know, harsh again. I know, harsh again. My bad. But instead of the stop, I want a warning sign. So it'll give me a yellow sign instead of the red stop sign. Yo, please put in a number between 1 and 10. If I put in a negative 100, comes up with the message, yo, please follow directions. Continue? Yeah. It will let you continue and put in the bad data even though you had a message box pop up that say, hey, that's not the right value. Come in here, I'll put in 10, and now it works. So another option, and probably the least common of all of them, is to come in and do the data validation and set the same rules, input message, the same thing, but instead of the error alert of a warning, I just want information. So it's going to come up with this information point and hit OK. Now if I put in a bad value, please follow directions, and just hit OK, and then it lets you put it in. So sometimes if you just want an information message to pop up based on anything, you can do that. All right, that's it for data validation. See you in the next video where we show you how to protect and hide your work. Thanks a lot. Have a great day. Go Knowles.